What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another ticker fee video, and welcome to the ticker fee family. So we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu or Shiba Inu coin or token or what have you. And so what I want to get straight into it. So we're going to be talking about many different things, catalysts, what affects the charts, what I think, price predictions, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. So first question is, why July 20th matters for Shiba Inu coin? Now guys, keep this in mind. You do want to think about on July 20th, you're going to be seeing everyone pushing that date because that is going to be the catalyst. So July 20th could be a big day for the Shiba Inu coin. Now, Shytoshi, a Shiba Inu coin cryptocurrency influencer, announced on Twitter that there will be a virtual Shiba Inu party on July 20th. Again, a catalyst. So think about this right away. What does that mean? That means on July 19th, you want to be looking at the stock because you're probably going to see a high buildup and then there's going to be a drop off and then it's going to level out. We've seen this from time and time again. So keep that in mind when it comes to a catalyst that you can predict right away. And so investors are preparing to attend the party to talk about the ShibaSwap exchange and a new sculpture for Shiba Inu coin, according to investorplace.com. As they have noted before, according to this article, cryptocurrencies such as Shiba Inu and Dogecoin often rise in value when there's a lot of social media hype, which is what I'm trying to stress to you. A constant conversation about the coins can encourage more people to invest, which will ultimately raise the price and value of the coins. And so that's what I'm trying to point out. This is a really big deal. You're going to see a spike. It could go from 15 to 20 to 25%, and then it's going to again drop off. It's going to have those all-time highs and level out. And so we always want to see that gradual rise, but from time to time you're going to see that spike. So keep that in mind for July the 20th. Now we're looking at the chart. What are we looking for? Why does it matter? And what are we trying to understand? Well, when you're looking at the support and the resistance, there's a few things. So first of all, when you're looking at the live data, it's really good to see that 0.66% in the last 24 hours, it's been up, and we are ranked number 32 according to the website. But again, we're going to see these dips, which we talked about in June. Now we've seen the rise according to the catalyst that we've been talking about, but we've seen a slow decline, and now we're slowly starting to have that support and a little bit less resistance. But what I wanted to show you, which we're going to talk about, is always, which is going to be the correlation with Bitcoin. So always keep that in mind. Depending on how they're doing, it's going to predict what our crypto is going to be doing as well. So according to Watcher.guru, the 24-hour volume for the tokens listed below are as followed, which is why it was up 0.66%. You can see 288,600,000. And then if you keep going, you'll be able to see SafeMoon, which is only 14 million. That's this huge discrepancy between the two cryptocurrencies. And so this is really good because we're still holding strong, which is really, really great. Now, what I always look for when I'm doing a stock or crypto analysis in general is going to be the KPIs, which is the key performance indicators. Now, the takeaways for a KPI, performance indicators, or KPI, is measure a company's success versus a set of targets, objectives, or industry peers, right? So that's going to be your benchmark standard, and you want to supersede that. So KPIs can be financial, including net profit or the bottom line, gross profit margin, or revenue minus certain expenses, or the current ratio. So that's what you're going to want to look at when it comes to liquidity and cash availability. Now, customers focused KPIs generally center on per customer efficiency, customer satisfaction, and customer retention, right? So what does the community think? What are they looking at? Keep that in mind as always. Now you've got the process focused KPIs aimed to measure and monitor operational performance across the organization. And then again, generally speaking, is the business measure. And so this is really important, and I want you to keep this in mind for yourself so you can apply it as well. Now, going back to the Bitcoin, currently we're roughly around 31,000. Guys, this is a decentralized digital currency. This is the most well known when it comes to retail investors, when it comes to Robinhood and Fidelity and whatnot, when it comes to the stock. And so when we're looking, we can see that they've had this gradual rise, especially in 2020, and then in 2021 we almost hit that 60,000. Now we're currently about leveling off. Now, depending on what the catalyst is with Q3 and Q4, it's going to affect our stocks. So we always want to have Bitcoin and Shiba Inu side by side comparison to be able to see what's going on when it comes to the digital currency. So I just wanted to show you that. Now, for me personally, when I'm trying to see how well we're doing, it's always on the cryptocurrency market when it comes to the Yahoo finances. You can look at the cryptocurrencies and be able to see, okay, what's the overall trend? Who is being talked about? What kind of information is being on here? And so we want to be on this chart. Now, the other thing is, what is the most active trends? And so you can see and pull up AMD, AMC, right? GE, but who else? We want to be able to be on top of that. And so that's one of my personal charts that I look at to be able to see, or my KPIs to understand how well we're doing, if we're on it for the day or if we're on it for a couple of days, to be able to determine, okay, we're about to be on this trend, we're about to go on this ride, and so we need to see how well we're doing. It's just another indicator. Now, going to the Certic security for the leaderboard, our security score is 90 currently, which is really good. Again, 34 total findings, 97% resolved. And so just an update on what we're going through when it comes to the overall analysis with Shiba or Shibarmy and the ShibaSwap. So guys, this is really, really good. So I just wanted to point that out because there's positive, neutral, and negative. And as you can see, we're at 94%, which is always good. Now, when it comes to SHIB Informer, guys, just keep in mind with the ads. I just don't want you to be able to get confused with what's going on with these scammers. So always keep that in mind when it comes to ShibaSwap. You have to look out for that because they are all over. And so as you can see, SHIB Informer is also letting us know, which I really do appreciate, which is a really good, as always, good transparency. Now, the last thing is this, guys, and this is what I always want to stress, which is the community, which is very strong, and we're continuing to build. We're getting more and more retail investors in this overall just the overall community in Shiba Inu, right? And so we need to continue to do that, because if you look at the very, very bottom, which is what I always want to show you, throughout the various groups, there is 1 million+ members of the Shibarmy, and it's only continuing to grow. And as soon as we get on that Robinhood platform, I think that's when it's just going to take off, and then it's not going to stop from there. So guys, thank you so much for listening to this video. I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to it, and welcome to the Ticker Fee family.